Right now we are seeing AI, so much conversations around AI.
True.
If you're not leveling up every day and learning and exposing yourself to the conversations that are happening, you'll be left behind. AI is not here to take anyone's job, but those who are not willing to adopt it, unfortunately, will be left behind.
Welcome to today's Women in Tech podcast. My name is Eunice. I am your host. In this podcast, we highlight the journeys of women creating impact in the tech world. And in today's episode, I am joined by Noella, a phenomenal lady who works in a communications and marketing role at Ajua Africas, where organizations use tech, data, and insights to serve their customers better. She's also not just communications and marketing personnel, she also carries the title brand architect and moderator. This, in a nutshell, helps individuals, startups, and organizations shape their narratives and tell stories that truly matter. Her focus is also connecting people to purpose, using tech as a tool to amplify voices, create visibility, and drive meaningful change. So today, Noella shares her path into tech, what it is like working at the intersection of people and technology, and how more women can step confidently into this space, whether they code or not. So let's jump right in. Welcome on board, Noella.
Thank you so much for having me.
Good to have you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So as we begin, I'd like you to just share a little bit of yourself, your background, and what really made you to join the tech world.
Well, thank you once again for having me.
You're welcome.
You've said a lot. At some point I was like, wow, that's me.
Yeah.
But maybe just to build on what you've already said, my name is Noella Owino.
Yeah.
I help brands own their story, find their voice, and lead with intention. In other words, I'm in the marketing and communication space.
Yeah.
I like to refer myself as a brand architect.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I also am a corporate moderator.
Yeah.
Yes, I found myself in tech. When I was in school, I had the notion that for you to be in tech, you have to know how to code, you have to stay behind screens for a long time. So it wasn't really a field that I was that much interested in.
Okay.
But through curiosity, through storytelling, through communication, I found myself. And so far it has been an interesting, fun journey. Yes, that's what I can say. Other than that, I'm also a daughter, a sister, a friend, an auntie, and yeah, a lover of travel and adventure.
I like the fact of being an auntie at such a young age. That's quite motivating. Okay, so I'd like to understand, or maybe even someone who's watching you right now, what does a communications and marketing role really entails in the tech world?
Okay, so at the core, it's basically just translating technology into clear human-centered stories.
Okay.
Yes, marketing in tech is not just promotion. That's what most people think. It's more than that.
Okay.
It's being, as you've said, at the intersection of everything and being able to tell the stories that really matter, being able to present the products, being able to make the people understand and love them. Yes.
Yeah, I've heard when people hear the word marketing, they think it's just about the media visibility and maybe how you're able to show out the products into the media or digital audiences. So in this matter, how is marketing different from what people view out there?
Marketing and communication is very different, and it's an important department in most companies, but unfortunately most organizations or most people don't regard it to a high standard.
Oh, really?
They feel they can do without
it,
marketing, without they're like, oh, it's just communication. You can easily draft out something and send it out.
Yeah.
It's just marketing. I can go on Instagram and boost a post. But it's more than that. I think marketing is the core. It's the foundation of any company or organization or brand that wants to operate on a high level, that wants to scale globally, because through marketing, through communication, you're able to define your why as a business. And that's the heart of every business. Knowing and understanding why is it you started the business, for who is it that you're doing the business. Yes, that's very important. That's why you see big global brands like Nike, Apple, we all love those brands. Even if we hear something scandalous about those brands, we still find ourselves going to purchase their products. Why? Because at the end of the day, they were able to make us understand that everything they do, every product that they push out, we are at the heart of it. And that's very critical and important. Yes, so I do hope that anyone who's listening, watching, if you're a CEO, if you're starting a business, just keep in mind that marketing is important, communication as well. It's not a one-time off thing. You start with it and you go with it till the end. So defining the why is such a critical point, and that's why I love marketing and communication. Yes.
Yeah, so as a marketer, or rather like as a communications personnel, what skills have helped you succeed in this role?
Oh, number one, resilience. Yes, as someone who is not per se a coder, you know, and in the tech space, sometimes you're underlooked. Sometimes you're not in the rooms you think you're supposed to be in because you don't know about tech, you know? So you have to be resilient enough. You have to be confident and speak up. If you feel you're supposed to be in a certain room, don't allow yourself to be underlooked. Keep pushing, keep growing, and keep speaking for yourself. Another thing I would say is agility and learning. The tech space is very, how would I say it, volatile. Things are changing every minute. Today you sleep, it's like this. Tomorrow when you wake up, it's entirely a new thing.
So you have to be up to speed.
You have to be up to speed. If not, you will be left behind. Right now we're seeing AI, so much conversations around AI. If you're not leveling up every day and learning and exposing yourself to the conversations that are happening, you'll be left behind. AI is not here to take anyone's job, but those who are not willing to adopt it, unfortunately, will be left behind.
Now talking about being volatile, how does the issue of gender come in? Because sometimes, even as we've been in this space for long, we've seen like it's a male-dominated industry. How does it come in to be like, do you sometimes feel it is biased at some point, or do you feel gender bias when you are in this role and when you are working in the tech world? Is there any point that you feel that you've been left out being a female? Maybe you are in a male-dominated environment.
Of course, yes. And just to go back to my previous answer, as I said, some certain rooms, certain spaces, you won't be allowed in, or to even share your contribution, because aside from just being in marketing and communication, I'm also a lady. So you see two things that are regarded to be disadvantages in my space. So of course the challenges are there, of course the biases are there, but again, as I've said, you have to be audacious, and I've learned this the hard way. Good girls don't get the corner office. I repeat, good girls don't get the corner office. That's something that personally I've learned the hard way, because naturally I don't think I'm a very outspoken person. So sometimes I can lean into, it's okay, I'll be fine, you know, and people walk over me, and people leave me out of things. So having the courage, being audacious, yes, it's very, very important. Of course, you meet certain people who won't appreciate your craft. You meet certain people who don't really understand what you're doing or where you're coming from. But just be level-headed, understand why you're there, and believe in yourself. It's a journey, but believe in yourself. So talking about being audacious, how do you keep current with the trends? Basically in the area of tech world, and also in customer success, being that you also combine the two. So last year I actually did a video on my Instagram asking my followers what hard things or what new things are we doing this year. Because last year I went to almost about 15 networking events. Naturally, I don't like being in spaces where there are a lot of people, truth be told. Yeah, I'd prefer being at the back of the room, doing my own thing. But last year I was forced to be in those spaces. I was forced to be part of the conversations which are taking shape, because that's the only way you get to learn. That's the only way you get to grow. So number one, finding those events, those networking events,
very important.
That's very important, and not anything that just comes across your way, but the ones, it has to be relevant. You have to go through the speakers and see, okay, they're in my field, they're in my line, I can pick up a few things here. So I would highly advocate for that, and there's so many in Nairobi. Another thing is reading. I don't know if there are people like me. I'm not the biggest reader, but they say leadership is readership rather is leadership. So you have to read. So articles on LinkedIn, there's so much information, blogs. That's how I keep myself current.
Talking about reading, do you also listen to podcasts?
I prefer podcasts to books, truth be told, but you just have to read.
So that really helps you going?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Nice. So what does success look like to you as a person and also as a profession?
Success to me, I think that's easy. Impact. There's a quote that goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, then you go with people. My journey, everything that I'm doing, everything that I plan to do, it's not solely based on me and my growth and all the money I'll get, all the wealth I'll amass. My thinking is towards the legacy I'll build, the people I'll be helping, the people I'll be inspiring. Yes, and just the lives I'll be helping, because I believe everyone is entitled to live a good life where they have good shelter, food, clean water, quality healthcare. So those are things that I'm really drawn to. For me, it's impact. If my neighbor is struggling, suffering, can't afford a meal, and I'm here with my 5-bedroom mansion, living life and living large, then for me, that will be a no. So impact.
Now, do you think our environments shape our success?
Yes,
absolutely.
Absolutely. They say you're the people around you are the sum total of your success.
True.
Yes. So the environment that you place yourself in has a lot of impact. And that's not to say that maybe because you found yourself, you were born into maybe environment that's not accommodating, you don't have the leverage to grow. I think in one way or another, you have the capacity and the capability to just be open-minded. It starts from inside. You must want to first grow. You must first see yourself outside of that situation, and then things just align in one way or another. I am a believer, so I believe things truly align if you have the vision and if in your heart you really want to see yourself in a better situation.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Now, talking about how the environment shapes our success, what would you say to young ladies out here who really look into joining the tech world, but in some way they feel that the environments are limiting them?
So anyone who wants to join the tech world, number one, the tech world is big, the ecosystem is big. It's not just about coding. The tech world needs more people, storytellers, designers, community builders, researchers. So you can start from any point. Your entry is not a weak point. It's just the beginning. And then from there you can scale and grow and learn these things and maybe find yourself now into the more technical spaces and doing the more technical things. So don't belittle yourself. Don't think, oh, because I'm not good at sciences, I'm not good at maths, you know. The tech world is far off.
Very diverse.
Yeah, it's very diverse. So just start where you feel you're comfortable in, and then from there, just learn. And I believe things will work out for you. Be audacious, stay curious, stay open-minded.
Okay, so then does that mean even you've had a different background, you can still transit and come into the tech world, or does that limit you in any way?
No, absolutely. You can transit, as I've said. Your entry point is not a weakness.
Nice.
As long as you stay curious, as long as you have a spirit that wants to excel, as long as you are learning, then there's nothing which is not possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it still calls on to us to build in the grit in us.
Exactly, that's
yeah,
the
because
word.
again, you cannot just be saying that you want to grow and you're seated where you are.
Exactly.
Or you do not want to upskill, because I understand there are some courses that might limit you in some space. But if you really feel like you want to grow into another level, then it's up to you to find a way of how you're going to build that upon yourself.
Absolutely.
Yes, so I really get that, and it's quite something.
Yeah.
So I really love to understand, where do you see yourself in future? Do you see yourself still venturing into the tech world, or you have other career paths that you'd like to venture in?
Okay, I see myself.
Awesome.
Yes, the vision is so bright, but still in the tech space, in the communication space. This is something I love. So I see myself taking more leadership roles and spearheading many more conversations that help to scale Africa to a global level. Yes, so I know I'll still be in this space, but I'll be doing much, much more.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, some of these visions come in now, if you were from where we were growing up. Sometimes I remember, even if you were in high school, you were asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And whatever you say, it is not aligning to what you are currently. So maybe if you were to speak to you, the younger you, let's say then you maybe go backwards a little bit and talk to the younger you. Now when you're giving out this statement, you're giving out to also a younger lady somewhere who maybe felt at some point that they are not fit for this tech world, but then later on they find themselves in the tech world. If you were to speak to the younger you, what would you tell her?
Okay. Dear young, beautiful lady out there, you are so capable, you have so much courage, you have so much strength. There's nothing that is out of your reach. If you put your mind into it, then there's nothing you cannot do. Be fearless, stay audacious, don't be in your head. Don't be in your head, just work hard, put in the work, put in the effort, and one day things will truly and surely work out for you. The tech world is a big ecosystem, but there's space for each and every one of us. So keep pushing, be audacious. Again, as I said, good girls don't get the corner office. So rise up, be bold, fix your crown, and yeah, enjoy the journey.
Wow, that's quite something. How much more would you put it better? That is really something. And maybe to just round up, just to maybe get some fun out of this.
Okay.
Are you a coffee person or a tea person?
Not a fan of both, but if I was to told to pick between the two, tea.
Tea?
Yes.
I'm sure that tech ladies love coffee a lot.
Now you see, I'm on the other side of the spectrum, so
nice.
I'm not a caffeine person, so tea works for me. When I feel like I'm overwhelmed with work, I just listen to music or I sleep, and then when I wake up, I'm good.
Wow, I am also a tea person. Maybe it's because of our background. Sometimes they do shape us, like you said. Sometimes the environments do shape who we are.
Yes.
And then also, what is that tech tool that you cannot work without?
At the moment, I think my editing tool, an editing tool that I like, which is CapCut. Right now I'm finding myself editing so many videos, so CapCut.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, CapCut. But are there any other tools that you find useful as you continue in your tech world?
Yes, there's so many of them. When it comes to maybe like scheduling posts, there's Metricool. And then Gemini is also nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I think those are the ones that I am using the most right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what's that one word that would describe your success, especially in the world of tech?
One word. One word. I would say thrilling. Yes. It's like being on a roller coaster. One day you're here, the next day you're here, but at the end of the day, it has to keep going.
Yeah.
It has to keep going. One day you're screaming, the next day you're okay, but you have to keep going. So it's a thrilling experience.
Yeah, I have some tech colleagues or tech people around my space that always says that with tech, you cannot be at a relaxing level.
Yeah.
You always have to keep going, like you have to keep learning every day.
Yes.
Can we equate that to some professionals like teachers? Because also teachers have to keep learning all the time.
I mean, yes. yes, that's true.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was quite insightful.
Thank you.
We're so glad that you had to join us and you've really shared quite a lot. And I am sure anyone learning or anyone hearing from Noella has had to learn a lot. And we are hoping that her insights are going to build you, or they are going to make you make a decision to join tech world. There's no much ado from our end. It's bye from us, and until next time, see you.